You're here to see some more of my things? Welcome to you, my amigo. Which collection shall we see? How about my amiibo? Just last year I got married. It was the best day of my life. My best man had 2 amiibo made, one of myself and my wife. They do both function as amiibo, modelled perfectly after us two. The bases are from Mario characters. She's Toad and I am Boo. So let's get naming the rest. There's another 85 if I recall. So let's talk about the Pokemon and see if I caught 'em all. Charizard is a fire type, a popular one, very tough. But it could be put to slumber with but one song by the legend itself, Jigglypuff. Pikachu, the main Pokemon, as loyal as any dog. Here's Mewtwo, he's one of the best, and Greninja, a strange-looking frog. So as you can see, all the Pokemon are here with the exception of Lucario. So let's move on to another series. How about Super Mario? The main man himself in his dungarees and very famous moustache. The one I own came with Mario Party 10. I don't have the one from Smash. He has many enemies, like the Goomba, who tries to do his job well. The Boo Amiibo glows in the dark, and his Koopa with the green shell. They all work for Bowser, a certain castle he tries to breach, when he sends his minions into battle so he can kidnap Princess Peach. She gets taken away most frequently. She must carry a sense of dreading. But I own her figure from the most recent game, dressed for hers and Bowser's wedding. I ordered Bowser in his wedding attire, a fine suit with his shell on the back. But an oversight was made on my request, and I instead received a triple pack. I did alert them of this error, but my keeping all 3 they did permit. So let's look at some more Mario. Here he is in 8-bit. It came with Mario Maker upon its release, with a very early design. Bowser Jr. is here in his clown car. He debuted in Mario Sunshine. Yoshi is here with a red base. How many of those eggs has he hurled? I also have the green Yoshi made out of yarn from the Green Dino's Woolly World. Time for adventure! Toad is here. Look at his adorable face. Rosalina appears with a Luma. They came hurtling down from space. No collection is finished without this strange chap in his costume from WarioWare. Luigi has a very quirky pose, at least it's not his death stare. Mario's earned his PhD, that plumber must be so revered. Waluigi's a fan favourite in all of the sports. Why he doesn't have his own game is just weird. Diddy's back again, and about time too. To leave him out would be wrong. I also own 2 versions of that great ape, the one and only Donkey Kong. I tell a lie, I really own 3. What else? Let's have a gander. For here's DK again, and Bowser too. Both have become a Skylander. They seem to need some exercise. So here's the trainer from Wii Fit. Now let's move on to Kid Icarus. Let's begin, of course, with Pit. Lady Palutena guides him. Without her, he'd never have flown. And let's not forget about Dark Pit, who came to life as his clone. Let's go retro now, Mr. Game & Watch, an early example of a handheld game. The Duck Hunt dog, well, he laughs at you if you have a really bad aim. Robotic Operating Buddy, often shortened to simply Rob. If you need a peripheral that moves real slow, then it's just perfect for the job. Little Mac likes to punch out, and wins the title to a cheering crowd. Meanwhile in the Lilac system, there are battles with Fox McCloud. He likes to drive his Landmaster tank, leading Slippy Toad and Peppy Hare. Falco is his other teammate, who personally prefers the air. Another character that's way out in space is a bounty hunter who can get employed. She is Samus Aran, who is on her task to defeat all of the Metroids. She can also be seen without her armour, when she is on a zero mission. Now let's go to the world of Animal Crossing. KK Slider is their musician. Digby is another dog I own, and Isabel, who throws her confetti. There's Cyrus, Reese, and Blathers too, and that ever annoying Rossetti. The villager arrives and builds his house, a settlement where he may dwell. But you're under the debt of Tom Nook, who makes sure you pay back every bell. There is one character who'd be able to tell if you'll ever pay back what you owe. Shulk from Xenoblade Chronicles sees the future through the Monardo. I have got several from Fire Emblem. I'll go through them quickly if you'd like. There's Marth and Roy and Robin, Lucina and of course Ike. Let's move away from Nintendo and to a fighter on the street. Ryu uses his Hadouken to knock his opponents off their feet. Capcom have a well-known hero that a lot of people remember most highly. Mega Man armed with his Mega Buster, out to stop Dr. Wily. He battles every Robot Master and is loyal to Dr. Light. A future character embraces a retro style, the incredible Shovel Knight. And lest we forget good old Pac-Man, all those pills he loves to munch. Captain Falcon is one of the best with his almighty Falcon Punch! A cute little robot, Chibi Robo, was in a 3DS game called Zip Lash. Olimar uses Pikmin to rebuild his ship after it came down to Earth in a crash. Here comes a sword fighter and a gunner. Both can be played in the form of a Mii. Lucas is from the Third Mother game, came in Smash Bros. 4's DLC. Here's the Inklings, and a squid. All can be found in Splatoon. Kirby is here to inhale his foes, and sometimes ride his dragoon. To be able to swallow so much, he must be really greedy. But he must do so in order to stop his on-off foe King Dedede. And let us not forget Meta Knight, who was overpowered in Brawl. Let's end with one of my favourite series, set in the land of Hyrule. Here's Link, he is the main hero, good with his sword but never does speak. Zelda, the princess, uses magic powers and has an alter ego called Sheik. She became Sheik when Ganondorf took over. He certainly didn't show any mercy. Toon Link appeared in Wind Waker's art style, which caused a fair bit of controversy. But the graphics then took a more realistic look. Much joy at E3 they did express. Midna rides on Wolf Link's back in the game Twilight Princess. Link also plays his ocarina, so he can travel back to when he was a child. And let's finish this collection off in style by showing some Breath of the Wild. Here's a Bokoblin, there's plenty around, always trying to cause you much harm. Not as much as the Guardians, they are tough to beat. The Amiibo has moving arms. Yet another Link in different attire, in a cloak and riding a horse. Finally Zelda, helping Link to stop Ganon. A fantastic game, I do endorse. And that's my Amiibo collection. It stands at 87 strong. But there's still many more out there left to find. The hunting must go on.